Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Tuesday, February 24, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, Ambassador highlights Cuba's resilience amid intensified hardships. Tax Service clarifies when severance is taxable as BCWJ pushes back on deductions. And Attorney Orson Elrington wants open court hearing for rape trial. DPP opposed. We'll take our first break and return with the news in detail.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda. It's all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
There are not words to describe how thankful, how happy I am that I can call this my home.
I am 50 years old and I'm finally getting a house with livable condition.
I've been praying and God came through for me, so it's all on God.
I personally never have something like this where God bless me with today.
We may live in our environment we're kind of, saturated and never really good for like our health and thing, right? So now we're better off, a better environment.
Recently where I am now, I've been going through a lot with my landlord. But now I can say this is permanent for me, a home. I can say it's mine for me and my kids.
I wish everybody could get the chance that I get, because this will help me to survive.
It's a really special feeling because you know that you will be able to give them an opportunity to have a legacy, something they can pass to their kids and something that their kids won't go through.
We absolutely take the opportunity to once again thank the initiative of Minister Julius, thank the initiative of the government in voting the monies.
We can't build enough of these houses. This program is a feather in the government's cap.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, text, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
Every great job starts at Brothers Habet with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
In a democracy, what is good for the government cannot be bad for the people. And what is good for the people cannot be bad for the government.
We came a long way. It's like over 16 years that it was basically like 2-3 houses in that area.
It was wild. One high bush like jungle. I want to take my lick. Say no water, no light. I tell her no worry about that. We have figured it out.
You know, you wonder how long it will take for this to happen.
A year ago, you were considered squatters.
We made a picado and we came in. I made a teenager. Everybody said it was swamp, it was swamp. When we get in here, it was like gold.
Today, you're landowners.
This that for we, and we proud of this.
Now we're claiming our house on the land.
We have worked so hard to make this happen for us.
This is a beautiful day, folks, because we are taking care of the people who have taken care of us. Because we wouldn't be here today without you.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. Today we had a sit-down with the ambassador of the Republic of Cuba to Belize, His Excellency Yahima Martinez Milan, about the many ways in which the hardships facing the Cuban people have intensified since the United States' January 3 operation to remove Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Venezuela had long supplied fuel to Cuba, serving as an energy lifeline that was abruptly cut. The loss of that supply over 7 weeks ago deepened an already difficult economic situation on the island, compounding shortages of fuel, food, and essential goods. Yet throughout Ambassador Martinez's discourse, she emphasized adaptation and endurance, which she credited to the resilience of the Cuban people and their ability to navigate moments of profound strain.
You're telling me we're not good, but we're okay. Like, we looking from outside feel like everything is not good in Cuba right now because of the pressures, the added pressures.
So we have been many years suffering. This is not now. This is a new period of our suffering in Cuba. We passed the periodo special periods. That was after the collapse of the Soviet Union. It was very difficult times also for us. And we are living for more than 60 years with the U.S. blockade. So we are prepared for these bad times. is not good because our people are suffering. And yes, now we are suffering more, of course. We were working in order to guarantee better conditions of our people, but despite of this, so we can to adapt all our plans. We have a very strong resilience, and our people, I think, that is the best of the world. I have to say that because it's very difficult and it's very hard to live every day with shortage of wherever the main needs is very difficult for us. But even that, this resilience becomes in unity of our people. And we are very conscious that this is no fault of the Cuban government. Yeah. We are suffering due to other country.
We asked if she is disappointed that there has been no unified CARICOM position to assist Cuba in its time of need and to speak out in solidarity with Cuba.
Solidarity with Cuba?
No, absolutely not. Cuba considers itself as a part of the Caribbean families. We have a very strong relationship with CARICOM that has many years, and CARICOM for us, we have a very long-standing moral relation. It's a parallel of our relation inside the region. We have always worked together in order to maintain the stability and the peace of the region. We recognize the support that CARICOM has given to Cuba in order to denounce and to eliminate the blockade. So our relation is historical, and also with Belize. We are in a strong relationship with Belize based in cooperation in some health issues.
We'll have more from that interview in subsequent newscasts. The Belize Communications Workers for Justice BCWJ has insisted that the government should not collect income tax out of severance payments they are to receive from Belize Telemedia Limited, BTL. Creme News XTV has obtained a copy of a communication from the Belize Tax Service to BTL on said matter. According to the letter, BTL had sought clarification from the BTSD, and a subsequent meeting, the department outlined its position. The letter sets out the circumstances under Section 183 of the Labor Act in which income tax would or would not apply to severance-related payments. The BTSD notes that severance is not taxable when loss of employment is due to termination without cause, redundancy, retirement at 55 or under a compulsory retirement policy, or other loss of employment situations. Likewise, interest on that severance is not taxable. On the other hand, a payment becomes taxable when gratuity is calculated the same way as severance, often in cases of resignation, voluntary early retirement, or contract arrangements where gratuity replaces severance. Any interest attached to such gratuity is also taxable. The BCWJ insists that no tax should be paid in any circumstance. They consider that the severance is not wages earned. Attorney Orson O.J. Elrington's rape trial was scheduled to begin this morning before High Court Justice Nigel Pilgrim. The media had been notified that the matter would be heard in closed court. However, once proceedings got underway, Elrington's legal team made a submission for the trial to be held in open court instead. Oral arguments followed at 3 p.m. Elrington is being represented by his cousin, attorney Alifa Elrington, and his uncle, senior counsel Wilfred Sedi Elrington. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Cheryl Lynn Vidal, is leading the Crown's case. Notably, other rape trials have been conducted in open court before, though the media is barred from observing whenever the virtual complainant is giving testimony. In making her submissions, the DPP said she had not made any application for a special measures direction under the Witness Protection Act because there had been no objection during case management to the matter being held in camera. The DPP argued that to hear the matter in public will prejudice the interest of justice. She noted that the virtual complainant and others would speak about things that happened to her, and she deemed this as an intrusion. According to the Crown, publicity would make the virtual complainant less inclined to testify and would impact the quality of evidence and affect her private life and that of others. She characterized the complainant as a vulnerable witness and emphasized that there would be no danger to the public if the trial is held in camera. Alifa Elrington, who led the defense's arguments, highlighted that this case is not ordinary and that the defendant is a public figure and a political figure. Therefore, he is not a regular defendant. She argued that other protections could offer anonymity. She provided examples of having the complainant testify virtually or enter through a back door. The main arguments of the defense are that due to the seriousness of the charge, the public should have all available information as well, especially given that the defendant has been hounded by the media at every appearance. In response, the DPP accused that this is the same thing the defense wants for the complainant. According to the defense attorney, there has also been no evidence of trauma provided in the case, and no instance of harassment has been raised. The DPP also rebutted that O.J. Elrington is certainly a regular defendant for the prosecution. The judge has directed that the DPP file by midday on February 26 a statement from the virtual complainant outlining her views on the matter and why the court should exercise its discretion to provide protections under the Constitution. Oral arguments will be made 2 hours later, and the judge will deliver his decision on Friday, February 27 at 9 a.m. Neither the DPP nor Alifa Elrington spoke to the media, but Seti Elrington commended both sides and the judge.
What's your take on the arguments that were made?
I think they're both good arguments. Both good arguments. Two counsel have been doing very well indeed. So we just have to wait and see what will happen. And the judge seemed to be very good. I'm happy about that.
After emerging from Monday's meeting with Belize Telemedia Limited representatives, negotiators for the Belize Communications Workers for Justice were left disappointed, and they accused the company of bad faith now that the former workers are also demanding 6% interest on their severance payments. National Trade Union Congress of Belize Senator Glenfield Dennison, who is supporting the BCWJ in its negotiations with BTL, pointed out what he described as an ironic twist. BTL's internal legal counsel, Kileru Awich, is listed as the attorney on record for his father, former Court of Appeal Justice Samuel Awich. In 2023, at age 76, the elder Awich filed a lawsuit against the government seeking $100,000 in severance plus costs and 6% interest.
There's a big joke because there's actually a severance case brought by their legal counsel on behalf of his father. It's in records. And in the claim, he made the claim for 6% and costs.
Right.
You understand? So it's like talk to me real if you want to talk to me. No, don't. And I think Emily's feeling is my read of it too. I don't think it's in good faith. I think they are trying to get out of this with paying to the people as least as possible, and that is not a favorable position for somebody who seems to don't understand that they have a PR problem. BTL, the board of DG, has a PR problem, and they are not managing it at all. Like how you want to tell workers that the value that you were supposed to get in 1995, like we know adjust nothing for that for you. Take your money away from again 1995, hold a seat here. And you're right, Marisol. If this was a corporate and the role was reversed, they would demand their 6%. So I think the workers and the leaders of the BCWG are flexing, and BTL is being inflexible. I don't know. I wish I could be a fly in that boardroom because I can't understand how they don't understand what's happening.
The group has a mandate to protest on Friday, February 27 in front of Southside Meats which is the business place of BTL Chairman Mark-Helm Lizarraga. After the break, virtual Senate meeting canceled. Independent senators denied they were trying to protest. Stay with us.
Rotavirus is a leading cause of severe watery diarrhea and vomiting in young children. It can lead to dangerous dehydration and hospital visits. The good news? The rotavirus vaccine is now available countrywide. It is given in drops at 2, 4, and 6 months of age. Protect your child. Visit your nearest health clinic today.
Running a business in Belize and getting an international order? Shipping your products abroad is simple with the Belize Postal Service. To quickly confirm the order, you can fill out your customs declaration right from the comfort of your home. To access the declaration form online, please visit the following websites. Simply enter your item in the CDS web kiosk to instantly see the landed cost, duties, taxes, and fees. Postage rates can be checked on your rate sheets. Share the landed cost with your customer and finalize the sale in minutes. Once the sale is confirmed, the system generates your declaration identification number, your key to a smooth and fast drop-off. And if you don't have internet access, you can always visit any of our post offices for assistance. Bring your unsealed package and declaration ID to any Belize Postal Service location. Our clerks will verify your items, seal your package, and prepare your declaration, quick and simple. It's fast, simple, reliable. The Belize Postal Service, connecting your business to the world.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology, it's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures. Customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter. Smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights. Distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale, professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Sir, your item is ready for viewing.
Is that all?
This is everything.
Sea una persona ocupada o atrapado en el tráfico, o que tenga una circunstancia adversa o muy exigente, la tensión se acumula y lo estresa. El estrés ataca a todos en cualquier momento, a cualquier edad. El estrés es un asesino. Es mejor estar vivo que muerto, así que visite la farmacia de Freetown para obtener opciones.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué puedo hacer para usted hoy?
Estoy bien estresado.
Ok, tengo una pastilla que te va a ayudar, ¿ok? Que toma una de eso al día para 10 días y va a estar bien después, ¿ok?
Ok. Farmacia Freetown, carretera 28 Freetown, donde estás mejor vivo que muerto. Farmacia Freetown, teléfono 22 32 87 6.
Our Belize City is growing because of continued investment. From rehabilitated streets to expanding neighborhoods, significant investments are improving how our city functions and how our communities live. In the last 2 years alone, more than 250 streets have been rehabilitated, representing almost $34 million invested directly in physical infrastructure that improves access and quality of life. At the same time, the city continues to expand. Developments such as the Holy Emmanuel area, also known as Gungulung, reflect increased demand for land and housing as Belize City expands in a more sustainable and resilient way. These planned developments support safer communities and long-term sustainability, contributing to rising property values across the city. Under the Town's Property Evaluation Act, property values are required to be reviewed every 5 years. The last valuation adjustment was done in 2013. This adjustment simply brings property values closer to today's market reality, while the tax rate itself remains unchanged. Let's break it down. For a vacant property valued at $25,000, we charged an annual 2% rate, which works out to a payment of $500. Under the new assessment, the property value has appreciated by 40%, making the property now worth $35,000. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 2% of $35,000, which works out to $700. For an occupied property valued at $25,000, we charged an annual 10% rate, which works out to $2,500. Under the new assessment, the property's value has appreciated by 18%, making the property now worth $29,500. Therefore, the new amount to be paid will be 10% of $29,500, which works out to $2,950. To support property owners, your Belize City Council is encouraging residents to take advantage of the ongoing property tax prepayment incentives. Property owners receive 15% off in January, 10% off in February, and 5% in March. And senior citizens receive a 35% discount year-round. Remember, this adjustment represents an appreciation in your property's worth, not a change in tax rates, ensuring continued investment in your city while providing valuable data for informing investors, municipal bondholders, and individual credit assessments. And we want residents to know the law provides a clear mechanism for review and appeal if needed. Those who believe their valuation does not fairly reflect their property have the right to engage the Belize City Valuation Appeals Board. Your Belize City Council remains committed to openness, accountability, and ensuring that growth is managed fairly for everyone. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
The Senate was to hold a virtual meeting today, but it was canceled on Monday evening with no reason provided or new date announced. The fact that it was to be another virtual meeting was publicly criticized. However, it was reported that both the Senate President, Carolyn Trench Sandiford, and the leader of the government business, Eamon Courtney, had agreed it would be a short session to address a backlog of bills. A full meeting would then be held weeks later. An issue emerged when the 4 independent senators representing the business community, labor unions, the NGOs, and the churches requested to join the virtual meeting, all from the renovated National Assembly building. Some viewed this as a form of protest. However, on Monday evening, Church Senator Louis Wade Jr. denied those allegations. He also emphasized they were not told why the meeting was canceled.
I do not know why tomorrow's Senate meeting was canceled, but neither do I know why they wanted it as a virtual meeting in the first place. Virtual meetings are for national emergencies and such contingencies. So essentially, I live in Belmopan. The National Assembly is just a stone's throw from where I am. The nation of Belize spent over $5 million to get it prepared to the standard that it is right now. I could understand why the first meeting was held virtually. They wanted to test out the systems. And I think it works well for national emergencies, but not for regular meetings. And it's interesting because my colleagues felt exactly the same way. They were already scheduled to be in Belmopan. I'm in Belmopan. And so we said, okay, why not request from the clerk of the National Assembly the opportunity to use the chambers? And it was granted. So we were glad that we could be together at the chamber. We would still be streaming individually, but it would have been the appropriate place for us. Right, so we are puzzled at this time. I hope there is some other contingency why the meeting was cancelled. We have not been told, but hopefully as time goes by, we will be informed as to why. Well, independent senators did not request a hybrid meeting. I don't know who came up with the word hybrid. Clearly, the clerk of the National Assembly approved what we requested, so who canceled it?
Belize's trade of live cattle to Mexico has proven to be fruitful in the last couple of years. However, with the unrest in over a dozen states across the border, including Quintana Roo, following the killing of cartel leader El Mencho, there are now concerns that the cattle could be affected. On Monday, Agriculture Minister Honorable Rodwell Ferguson weighed in.
Well, that's a very good observation. Because it was conditioned in several, maybe 5 or 6 states in Mexico. But we are sure that it come down to the Quintana Roo area where we trade our cattle with that part of Mexico. So that we are monitoring closely to make sure that if we have any shipment of cattle, we have to make sure it is an easy transition that it can get to its destination. So we are monitoring every day to see what will be the end results. But I believe it will have some effect.
While crimes of murder are always tragic, it is even more harrowing when multiple persons are killed in the same incident. Regrettably, we have seen an increase of double murders in the past few months. ASP Stacey Smith touched on the topic on Monday and said the police take any loss of life seriously.
Certainly it is a concern. The loss of any life is a concern, more so when it is that more than one person lose their life. We have been having consistent operations. We do note that I think this is the third of the double murder incidents, and we have had success when it comes to arrests in those past two incidents, and we are hopeful that with the investigation, we are similarly able to have success in this case.
Earlier this month, we reported that livestock farmers in the area between El Pilar and Bullet Tree Falls in the Cayo district reported that their cattle had been dying. They shared that in a 6-week period, up to a dozen cattle had been lost. On Monday, Minister of Agriculture Honorable Rodwell Ferguson told the media that the Belize Agricultural Health Authority has confirmed the cause of death to be tick fever. Ferguson also said that the disease has so far not spread.
But we have done a test through Baja, and Baja recognized that it is caused by the tick, the word tick, that is an animal that sucks the blood. And what that does, it allows the animals to become anemic. And then after a while, because of short of blood, they pass away. It has been addressed, and Baja conducted the test in 2 days and recognized that was the cause of it. And now we encourage the farmers to make sure they get the medication that is needed and to spray the tick on the area, because it's infested with ticks at the El Pilar area.
Is there fear of it spreading to other farms in the area?
At the moment, it is only found in El Pilar area, where the farmers work behind the tree.
After the break, over 650 women in law enforcement to march for Women's Month. Stay tuned.
Hello, I am Dr. Rosado, a pediatrician, and today I want to talk to parents about rotavirus and how we can protect our children. Rotavirus is a virus that causes severe water, diarrhea, and vomiting. This can lead to severe dehydration and may require hospitalization if not treated promptly. The good news is that diarrhea caused by rotavirus is preventable by vaccines. The vaccine is safe, effective, and available at all nearest health centers. It is given in drops orally at 2, 4, and 6 months of age. Protect your child against severe diarrhea. Visit your nearest clinic today.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, texts, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
En Atlantic Bank, tu comodidad es nuestra prioridad. Nuestro centro de contacto está diseñado para mejorar tu experiencia bancaria, con una amplia gama de opciones de servicio al cliente. Ahorras tiempo y esfuerzo. Puedes llamar fácilmente para bloquear o desbloquear tus tarjetas de débito y crédito, realizar consultas de cuentas y acceder a información detallada de tus tarjetas. Ya sea que necesites asistencia con la banca en línea, apoyo para comercios o consultas generales, nuestro equipo está listo para ayudarte. Para mayor comodidad, si todos los operadores están ocupados, puedes dejar tu número y un operador te devolverá la llamada lo antes posible para asegurarse de que recibas el apoyo que necesitas. Para mayor seguridad, es posible que necesitemos verificar tu identidad con un conjunto de preguntas sencillas. Recuerda, Atlantic Bank nunca solicitará tu nombre. de tu usuario ni contraseña de Atlantic Online, por llamada telefónica, mensaje de texto o correo electrónico, asegurando que tu información personal permanezca segura y protegida. Nuestro equipo de apoyo está disponible de lunes a viernes, de 8 a.m. a 6 p.m., en inglés y en español. Simplemente marca al 223-1212. Esta es la línea dedicada para nuestro centro de contacto. Atlantic Bank se compromete a brindarte un servicio excepcional y las herramientas que necesitas para administrar tus finanzas de manera conveniente y segura. Aprovecha al máximo nuestro servicio del centro de contacto.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Love your Honda is all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
A house fire on Monday on San Pablo Street in Orangewood Town has left two families with only the clothes on their backs. Melvin Escobar told the media that he was with his family at church when his older son told him the house was on fire. Escobar said it took roughly 25 minutes for the fire to do its damage. Two families lived in the structure with 4 adults and 5 children. The family lost all their kitchen and household items, as well as clothing and documents. No injuries were reported. Escobar said he does not feel the cause of the fire is electrical, as the family left the house having unplugged all electrical items where possible or left them turned off. The families are now appealing for assistance from the community. Authorities continue to investigate the incident. Over 650 women in law enforcement are planning to march on Monday morning in Belize City to honor the start of Women's Month. The march is being organized by the Belize Police Department under the theme, Uniting Women in Law Enforcement for a Safer Belize. Women officers in Belize Coast Guard and the Belize Defense Force will also join. ASP Stacy Smith provided more info.
In collaboration with Women's Month, which occurs in the month of March every year, the Belize Police Department will be hosting its first of a kind all-female law enforcement march, and we have extended invitation to our sisters in law enforcement, the Belize Coast Guard and the Belize Defense Force, and they are expected to make representation along with us. The march will start off at approximately 9 o'clock a.m. on 2nd March. We leave from in front of the House of Culture and we proceed up Regent Street and onto Albert Street. This march will feature some over 650 police officers, Coast Guard and BDF combined, and it is held under the theme of Uniting Women in Law Enforcement for a Safer Belize. So we would like to take this opportunity to encourage everyone, those of you who are able to come down in the area, schools in particular, to bring out the students and witness history in the making as we celebrate women in law enforcement.
On Friday, over 300 students and educators from 19 primary schools from across the country gathered in Dangriga Creek for the FIFA Foundation Coding and Robotics Expo, which was held in collaboration with the Football Federation of Belize and the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science and Technology. One of the participating schools was Eden SDA Pre and Primary School in Santa Elena, Cayo. Eden won one of the major awards at the competition, the Community Impact Award. Teacher Afni Nair Zul, who is also the school's robotics coach, spoke of the importance of coding and robotics and how technology is shaping our world.
There was an expo from FIFA Foundation whereby we were supposed to demonstrate what we have learned through the year doing robotics and using physical computing as well. So the students designed a project dealing with the community, and they designed a project that deals with stoplights. So they went ahead and they presented this project to make. Well, technology is everything at the moment. Wherever we turn, we can see technological advances going on. And we believe that using technology to solve real world problems is something that can be doable. And if we start that now, because put it 10 years ago, robotics wasn't something that was done in the primary school level, neither in the high school level. It was something done when you were already an adult that accordingly could have understood what robotics was. But now it is broken down to coding and to doing certain activities throughout the day using computers and such as games that brings awareness about these things. Now technology is used to solve real world problems because such things as the stoplights, as different things that are around us in our community is being powered by technology. The rest of the team are composed of 2 teachers and 7 students. Myself being the head coach, Mr. Avdaso, and my assistant, Mr. Elia Sim. Along with them, we had 4 boys and 3 girls. The 4 boys were Juan Pablo Stempelato, Patricio Fabian, Isaiah Garnett, and Elijah Sainsbury. And then we had the girls, which was Judith Choto, Elizabeth Stevens, and Tiana Harris. That was a team we were composed of because we needed to balance all the teams with gender balance, right? So we can show that not only males can do technology and robotics, but also females who are into this team.
We now hear from 2 of Eden's Robotics Club members. 14-year-old Judy Choto explained their project, while 12-year-old Juan Pablo Stempelato shared how the team learned and grew from overcoming obstacles during their project preparation.
Well, set up back here for the stoplights, we have 4 of them, and it goes on like a cycle. First of them, they will all begin as red, and the matrix will show the walking man, so that way the pedestrians, they can cross. That will last for approximately 10 seconds. Then after that 10 seconds, the first one will turn green. After it turns green for 10.5 seconds, it will turn yellow for just 2 seconds, warning that red will come again. And then after that, it will switch to the other one that will turn red, and it will so go on and on with the other. And once the 4th one already has turned red, then, once the 4th one has already turned green, they will all go back and repeat the same thing. They will all turn red again, giving the pedestrians time to walk. It feels really good, honestly, because they're acknowledging that this is beneficial, and then we felt great that we won because we're spreading more awareness. So this way we're spreading more awareness so that school zones, they can have more stoplights. That way it isn't as dangerous as it would be from before.
Some of the problems we had during the process was computers. The computers work slow, and some things never went that good, and it was really frustrating for us. For example, my teammate that just came in, she had a situation with her teammate, that her teammate just did a movement and everything got deleted. So they had to start all over again. So we learned that some things we have to develop patience for the computers. Also, we had to learn teamwork because we had some discussions along the way, but we worked it out and it came out really good.
Eden's robotics teams received the big cheers when they were announced as one of the big winners. The students spoke of how that felt and expressed their appreciation for the projects presented by other schools.
When they called our name, I was personally excited, honored, excited. I was excited. Like not only our team, but the students that we took to accompany us, they were shouting. They were shouting in excitement. We were excited, we were honored, and we were glad that we got acknowledged at least for the community impact because it's something that will help the society in this country.
We felt like kind of nervous because we thought our one would be the best because it was the most helpful one for Belize. But when we saw the next ones, the next projects, when they got that, when we saw that one, we just got impressed because they recognized the problem, and they just helped for it to come up, for it to work out.
Well, we want to show appreciation and give a thanks to our parents who supported the students because they allowed them to stay behind after classes to do these activities and also wake up early in the morning Friday to try to get to Dangrega for this event. We also want to thank the administration of the school for being supportive in providing what we needed, providing the materials and resources at the time for us to prepare these things. We also want to thank the other teachers who played a key role in holding our classes and allowing the students to come here and be able to be part of this activity. Although it took time from them, but they gave their time, they gave their attention in taking care of other students while I was stepping out of the class. So we want to give thanks to the teachers, to administration, to parents, and to friends and other students who also encouraged us and came by and just said a nice word to say good work, good job, and the other teachers as well who did that for us.
The Sustainable Development Goals Award was won by Our Lady of Guadalupe RC Primary School from Belmopan, while the Football Innovation Award was won by St. Peter's Anglican Primary School from Orange Walk Town. The National Agriculture and Trade Show (NATS) Committee announced last month that the dates for the 2026 Agric Show will be May 1 to 3. This year's event will be held under the theme Advancing Smart Agriculture, Building a Climate Resilient and Sustainable Belizean Food System. The opening ceremony will be held on Thursday, April 30, with the show officially happening over the next 3 days at the NATS Showgrounds at the entrance to Belmopan. It will be the first Agric Show under the new Agriculture Minister, Honorable Rodwell Ferguson. On Monday, he spoke of what can be expected for this year's event.
Well, it is my first, and it's going to be an extended Agric Show where we are going to start, I believe, on the 1st of May because it's a holiday. So it will be a Friday, I believe, and so it go Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So technically, Thursday will be the official opening of a National Agriculture and Trade Show. I used to always look at it from the outside. Now I'm fully involved after the processes and preparation of the National Agriculture Show. There's a specific committee that is responsible to make sure everything goes as planned, but they come back to me as minister from time to time to get advice what is the way forward. But I feel that it will be bigger and bigger every year. It gets bigger, and the Belizean people look forward for it. We are going to make sure we have the female farm of the year, the male farm of the year, likewise I think the youthful farm of the year, and the school that wins the, when they go and do the checking around, the school that wins the prize for the best farm and the school compound.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.